Welcome to today's episode of Make It Work. Here in this program, we deal with issues about empowerment, leadership, capacity building, relationship, and marriage. I want you to understand that nothing works unless someone works it. And to make it work, someone has to work it. So, make it work. And there is nothing you set your mind to achieve that you cannot achieve. I want to take that again. I want you to understand that there is nothing that you set your mind to achieve that you cannot achieve. And that is what this program is about. This program is about empowering you, is about putting you in the right frame to be able to make anything to work. And today, we'll be dealing with the topic that says, turn adversity into advantage. Turn adversity into advantage. In Romans chapter 8, verse 28, the Bible says, all things worketh together for good to those that love God and to those who are called according to his purpose. I want you to understand that your life is what you make out of your life. In fact, you are actually what you make out of yourself. I also want you to understand that your circumstances, please let me take that again. You are what you make out of yourself. And your circumstances are actually what you make of them or out of them. Which means that you don't have to allow your circumstances and situations to define you. You define them. And that is very important. And that's part of how to make it work. You need to define it yourself and then allow them to define you. Now, what is an adversity? Adversity is a tragedy, is a negative situation, is a negative condition. That's adversity. But you can turn this adversity to an advantage. Negative conditions, situations, and circumstances, you can turn them into advantage. And then how do you do that? Number one, you need to learn how to review your adversity. You need to ask yourself, what is the problem? To be able to turn your adversity into advantage, you need to review your adversity. Ask questions like, what is the problem? What is the source of the problem? And what is my own contribution to the problem? So these are things that you need to find out. Review the problem. Review the adversity. Review your adversity. At every point in time, you need to have a review of the negative things that happen to you or that are happening to you or that have happened to you. To turn them to advantage successfully, you need to review them, ask questions. And those questions shouldn't be directed at anyone. It has to be directed to yourself. Direct them at yourself. What is the problem? Understand what the problem is. Now, also identify the source of the problem. Where is this adversity coming from? What is the source of this adversity? Again, you need to also ask yourself, what is my contribution to this adversity? Wow, very important. So if you have succeeded in reviewing your adversity by being able to ask what the problem is, and you've been able to also find out the source, and then you've done a work around finding out your own contribution